for January 27th, 2025.
John gets in the seat.
Yeah, we'll give him a minute. He's old and slow. All right, Mr. Zoo, would you call roll, please?
Mr. Sinagra.
Here.
Mr. Graffia.
Here.
Mr. Joseph.
Present.
Mr. Havis.
Here.
Mr. Richtel. Mr. Mayhew.
Here.
Mr. Wells.
Here.
Mr. Vial. Ms. Hyde.
Here.
Ms. Ciotat.
Here.
All right, first we'll have election of officers for 2025. The floor is open for nominations for president.
I nominate Miss Bridget Hyde. Is that how you do it?
Mr. Joseph. All right, if there are no other nominations, we need a motion to close.
Move the nomination to be closed.
Second by Mr. Joseph. All right, I have a motion by Mr. Havis, second by Mr. Joseph, and then motion to close nominations by Mr. Vial, second by Mr. Joseph. Roll call, please.
Mr. Graffia. Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Mr. Mayhew.
Yes.
Mr. Wells.
Yes.
Mr. Vial.
Yes.
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
I don't know if I should say thank you or oh me. All right. Now the floor is open for nominations for vice president.
I would like to nominate Mr. Daryl Sinagra for vice president.
I'd like to second.
Any other nominations?
Being none. Then I hear any, I will move that the nominations be closed.
I'll second.
All right, have a motion by Ms. Ciotat to nominate Mr. Sinagra, second by Mr. Ingraffia, and I have a motion to close nominations by Mr. Vial, second by Mr. Joseph. Roll call, please.
Mr. Graffia.
Yes.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Mr. Mayhew.
Yes.
Mr. Wells.
Yes.
Mr. Vial.
Yes.
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
It's too late now. You should have said something earlier. All right. Now the floor is open for nominations for secretary. Yes, sir. Okay.
And I'll second.
A motion by Mr. Wells, second by Mr. Havis. Need a motion to close nominations.
Also move.
Second.
All right, have a motion by Mr. Vial, second by Mr. Sinagra. Roll call, please.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Mr. Mayhew.
Yes.
Mr. Wells.
Yes.
Mr. Vial.
Yes.
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
Mr. Graffia.
Yes.
All right, public input, anyone wishing to address an agenda item? If not, we'll have the administrator's report. No, I'm sorry,
Minutes.
skipped adoption of minutes. Hopefully everyone had a chance to read over the minutes from our special meeting from November 9th and our last regular meeting that was December 23rd. If there are no corrections or questions, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Also move.
Second.
All right, I have a motion by Mr. Vial, second by Mr. Sinagra. Roll call, please.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Mr. Mayhew.
Yes.
Mr. Wells. Mr. Vial.
Yes.
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
Mr. Graffia.
Yes.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
All right, first we have Independence Fire Matters.
Good evening. Hope y'all all had a good Christmas and made it through the snow all right. First thing we got Independence Fire Matters. They want approval to surplus the sale of 94 E1 pumper. It's been given all kind of problems and Chief feels like it's not worth putting any more money into it.
And just how are we gonna sell it? I mean, is it going to
We're
auction?
gonna look on Gov Deals and try to go that route with it.
Got it. Okay, thanks.
So move.
Second.
All right, I have a motion by Mr. Joseph, second by Mr. Sinagra. Roll call, please. Oh, I'm sorry, Ingraffia.
Mr. Mayhew.
Yes.
Mr. Wells.
Yes.
Mr. Vial.
Yes.
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
Mr. Graffia.
Yes.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Okay, Manchac.
Shack, approval to replace the generator that's down there. The generator that was there, the state made us move it, that was underneath the bridge. We moved it and put it on a trailer, to get it out of the way. And at this time, the generator's kind of got some age on it, but we have it on a trailer. We want to replace it with a new one. We got 3 quotes. When we do move it, when we do get the new generator down there, the old generator will be at probably Waterbury in storage. any fire department that needs it or anything in the parish that might need that generator to use it, we'll have it there. So that's the reason why we're getting a new generator for Manshack.
Also move.
Can you let us know who you chose and the amount?
It is Power Cross.
Okay.
They came in at 92,400. The next closest was 145,780, and the last one was $218,448.23.
Quite a bit of difference, huh?
A little bit of difference. Yes.
Man,
Yes.
Does this one come with a tank of fuel?
It should. Well, the chief was gonna go back with a 40 kW, and for $900, we can get one for a 60 kW for $900 more, so we went with 60.
Okay, let's have a motion by,
That's installed with wire, right. Platform that sits on.
everything.
Yeah, we got with planning, it's gotta be 10 foot up off the ground.
It's not gonna be under the bridge.
No. Like I'm under the bridge.
All right, I have a motion by Ms. Seatat. I need a second.
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Vial. Roll call, please.
Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra?
Yes.
Mr. Graffia?
Yes.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
Mr. Mayhew?
Yes.
All right, LaRonja.
LaRonja, Missy came to me and said that the ARPA money, she wants to go ahead and get all that cleaned up and finished up. LaRonja had some money left in their account, so he wanted to buy some rescue extrication equipment and a CPR machine. So that's what we need to get this approved to pay for it, and then once we get the return check, we'll get reimbursed with the ARPA money.
And what's the cost? 61, am I reading that right? 6151 and 12,8?
Yeah, you got $19,467.68, $1,050,
Yes, okay.
and a $34,150.
Got it.
Also move.
And that's all gonna be reimbursed
All
with,
it's gonna be reimbursed.
yeah, I'll second.
Who made the motion? Motion by Mr. Ingraffia, second by Mr. Havis. Roll call, please.
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra? Mr. Ingraffia?
Yes.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
Mr. Mayhew?
Yes.
Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Kentwood.
Kenwood, he has two items to dispose of. AED life pack cannot be repaired, and some airbags that are out of date. We need to get them off the inventory list.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Joseph, second by Mr. Sinagra. Roll call, please.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra?
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia?
Yes.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
Mr. Mayhew? Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
Natalbany.
Natalbany is asking for approval to seek a grant for the Cascade system. The Cascade system is used to fill up their air bottles. It's over 25 years old, I'm thinking. So he wants to go out to seek approval to get a grant to replace that.
Who manages the grant? I mean, is that the department does that, or is there?
Well, it's probably gonna be me and the chief,
Okay,
both.
I got it. Okay, thanks. Just curious. Thank you.
Mhm.
Also move.
I have a motion by Mr. Vial. You want a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Mayhew. Roll call, please.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra?
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia?
Yes.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
Mr. Mayhew?
Yes.
Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
The next one's with Natalbany, the approval to purchase with ARPA money some air packs. We got two quotes, one with Scott and one with MSA. If you look in your package, you'll see one that's from Premier, that's the Scott air packs. If you look at the one with MSA, you gotta add all those extras on there, so the total cost of an air pack for them would be $10,810. So we're gonna go with Scott. He's got roughly $116,000, I think, in ARPA money. So we're gonna buy as many air packs as we can, up to $116,000. And that's gonna help us on our capital when we start getting into that for more air packs.
Are we trying to get a grant for air packs?
I'm working on that. I've talked to Missy about it, about the grants writers here. We do have a different grant writer out of Lafayette. I think I'm gonna try to go with them. The ones that I came last month to get approval for is very difficult to get in contact with them.
Okay.
So I've just decided that, I don't think that's gonna be the route to go. If I can't talk to you now, I'm not gonna be able to talk to you when I need you. So I'm probably gonna come back next meeting and ask for approval to seek a grant with the, Chad Sonia out of Lafayette.
Okay.
So, Scott, MSA, I had a
Oh,
question kind of hit my head. So, throughout the parish, each department, they use different, like Natawba might have MSA and Stormy might have Scott. Well, what if somebody goes to another department? Do you have to get them refit tested for?
well, we're gonna try to, we're gonna start looking at going strictly with Scott. We got new air packs in Ponchatoula with MSA. 8th Ward needs some MSA ones or needs air packs. We got a lot of people that need air packs. We got Amite uses Scott, Kentwood uses Scott, Hammond City uses Scott. So with the Scott, we're actually piggybacking off of St. Tammany Parish is the reason we got it lower, this low quote.
Because each firefighter
But
has to be
right.
fit tested, right? Medically
Yeah,
clear?
they should be fit tested. So, yeah, once we get to that point to where we can get everybody their own mask, possibly, that's an idea for us to do, but at this point, we can't have everybody have their own mask. So we get fit tested, and you might be a large, you might be a small, you just gotta know which one you're grabbing.
Yeah. I was just curious if it's all the same, because I know if it's different name brands, you gotta be fit tested for that specific one. So if we all
Yeah.
got Scott or we all got MSA,
Well, the reason, so LaRon just got MSA, they just got their grant for theirs. There's a new, I just lost my train of thought. Somebody else, Ponchatoula's got MSA, they're very new. So we're just trying to transition to put maybe all the MSAs in one little area and then have Scott everywhere else. So it's just a process of us trying to figure out how we want to go with it.
yeah, tenfold. I was just curious about that.
But with the piggybacking off of St. Tammany, that definitely helped us. And this, when I try to go for it again on capital side, that's gonna help
As
using
far as
that.
driving the price down. right?
Driving the
Cost
price down.
Tenfold. I'll make that motion.
Second here.
I have a motion by Mr. Havis, second by Mr. VL. Roll call, please.
Mr. Sinagra? Yes. Mr. Graffia?
Yes.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
Mr. Mayhew?
Yes.
Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
Monthly reports.
These are the monthly budget, reports. I'm not too sure, I need to get with, Mr. James about these and see if we can figure out either I'm not reading it right or something, but it's a lot of stuff here, and I think the last I talked to him on Friday, he was going to make a separate column to show the actual and what we've spent so far, so he was actually working on that Friday.
We're gonna do that monthly or
Yeah, we're going to do that monthly, to show you where we're at as far as.
percentage-wise?
Right, so it'd be on, with this part, with everything else, so you can kind of take a quick
I mean,
glance
there'll
at it.
be individuals for each department.
Right.
We'll get that also, right? Okay.
And is that how it's gonna show each department individually?
Where you're spending and how you're doing it and where
You
you're
got
at.
X amount, you're here, you got this much
That's,
left.
that's what I understood from him Friday. And I'll reiterate that tomorrow when I go by there, to make sure we know what we're looking at.
Okay.
All righty.
Need a motion?
Yeah.
Also move, that we accept those reports.
I'll second.
All right, have a motion by Mr. VL, second by Mr. Havis. Roll call, please.
Mr. Graffia?
Yes.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
Mr. Mayhew?
Yes.
Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra?
Yes.
The next is administrator's report, accept annual report of compliance with sexual harassment policy. I'm up to date on all my training, and so is Miss Jill. I think this is for the audit.
Need a motion to accept the report.
So move.
Second.
Motion by Mr. VL, second by Ms. Ciotat. Roll call, please.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
Mr. Mayhew?
Yes.
Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra?
Yes.
Mr. Graffia?
Yes.
You may take it.
Sure.
All right. Item 10 is adoption of TPRPF, or FP number 2, Resolution 2501, a resolution to adopt the 2024 Louisiana Compliance Questionnaire for the year January 1st, 2024, and ending December 31st, 2024. Just need a motion to approve that.
So move.
And I'll second.
Okay, I have a motion by Mr. VL, second by Mr. Joseph. Roll call, please.
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
Mr. Mayu? Yes. Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat? Yes. Mr. Sinagra?
Yes.
Mr. Graffia?
Yes.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
These next items are dealing with our millage. Item 11 is reading of the pro se verbal of the canvass of the votes cast at the election held in the Rural Fire Protection District Number 2 of the Parish of Tangipahoa, State of Louisiana, on Saturday, December 7th, 2024, to authorize the levy and collection of a 10 mil tax. It was therefore shown that there was a total of 2,489 votes cast in favor of the proposition and a total of 726 votes cast against the proposition, as herein above set forth, and that there was a majority of votes cast in favor, therefore the proposition passes. No action is required by the board. Next is item 12. This is an adoption of RFP number 2, Resolution 2502. This is a resolution providing for the canvassing of the returns and the declaring of the results of the special election held in the Rural Fire Protection District Number 2 of the Parish of Tangipahoa, State of Louisiana, on Saturday, December 7th, 2024, to authorize the renewal of a 10 mil tax on assessed valuation of all property subject to taxation in the district for a period of 10 years for the purpose of maintaining and operating the district's fire protection facilities, for maintaining, operating, and purchasing fire trucks and other firefighting equipment, and paying the cost of obtaining water for fire protection purposes, including charges for fire hydrant rentals and service, and providing emergency services to the residents of the district, and providing for other matters in connection therewith. I need a motion.
I'll second.
All right, I have a motion by Mr. Mayu, second by Mr. Havis. Roll call, please.
Mr. Mayu?
Yes.
Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra?
Yes.
Mr. Graffia?
Yes.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
The next one is the adoption of TPRFP number 2, Resolution 2503, a resolution directing the renewal of the levy and collection of an ad valorem tax of 10 mills on assessed valuation of all property subject to taxation within the geographical boundaries of the Rural Fire Protection District Number 2 of the Parish of Tangipahoa, State of Louisiana, for a period of 10 years, beginning with the year 2026 and ending with the year 2035, authorized under the provisions of Article 6, Section 32 of the Constitution of the State of Louisiana of 1974, as amended, Louisiana Revised Statute 1501, and other constitutional and statutory authority as applicable, for the purpose of maintaining and operating the district's fire protection facilities, for maintaining, operating, and purchasing fire trucks and other firefighting equipment, and paying the cost of obtaining water for fire protection purposes, including charges for fire hydrant rentals and services, and providing emergency services to the residents of the district, and providing for other matters in connection therewith. So I need a motion for that resolution.
I'll make that motion. Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Sinagra, second by Mr. VL. Roll call, please.
Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mr. Vial? Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra?
Yes.
Mr. Graffia?
Yes.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
Mr. Mayu?
Yes.
All right. The next one, I need approval of the contract for 2025 to 2029, removing ratified language and including in the attachments. So we went in and removed some of the ratification forms and things like that for any personnel. The fire departments themselves will handle all that. And then we got some amendments to go to add to this contract for each department.
Also move.
I'll second.
All right, have a motion by Mr. VL, second by Mr. Havis. Roll call, please.
Mr. VL. Yes. Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
Mr. Graffia.
Yes.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis. Yes. Mr. Mayu.
Yes.
Mr. Wells.
All right. The next one is approved amended policies and procedures manual. So we kind of went through the policies and procedures manual. And kind of followed the contract itself and added some things in here and just cleaned it up and made it a little bit better, understandable. So that's what we do with those. Yes. Yep.
Yes. All right, need a motion to approve?
Did you get one?
I was gonna make the motion. I don't know if somebody did.
Joey made a motion. Mr.
I'll
Beals?
second it.
Okay. Motion by Mr. Mayu, second by Mr. Sinagra. Roll call, please.
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
Mr. Graffia.
Yes.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Mr. Mayu.
Yes.
Mr. Wells.
Yes.
Mr. VL.
Next one, discussion possible action on administrator's lease truck and purchase of a truck. This here, I'm using my truck because it's leased. It's an F-250. We're going to retrofit it for a service truck like Ponchatoula's been doing. Some of y'all have seen some of the things that they've done with their truck. And give that to 8th Ward to use. And then I'm just gonna try to purchase just a F-150 to ride around with. I don't need a 250. I don't need big engines. I don't need any of that. So I got 3 quotes for that.
It's gonna be retrofit like the one we looked at Stormy's?
Yes, sir.
That's
Just
pretty
like
good.
that.
That's a neat idea.
Right, we'll get with Chief Byers also to make sure that everything that's there that he would like to have on the truck also, but that would help his department, so this is part of the capital that we're trying to do. I didn't pay the lease off yet. I figured we'd give it another year and then let the price come down and then purchase it then. Just didn't want to purchase it all at one time if we didn't have to. So we're just kind of going in there like that. Like I said, I'll get with Chief Byers and Chief Joyner and we'll go down there and look at the truck and see how we can reconfigure, but my truck's got lights on it already. We got everything there. We just need the back and they can use it for a service truck.
When we reconfigure this one, is that something I know Ponchatoula's done it, or other departments?
Yeah, we've
looking at
been
this?
talking about it, a few of us, and I mean, some departments, and we're not all the same, because you got some,
Got it.
that
Yep.
run around the woods a little bit more than others.
Yep.
But, it's definitely a little bit cheaper route to go than buying regular rescue trucks
Okay.
at this point.
Thanks.
We're looking at keeping our dollars local.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Like that.
Did you get a motion there, Bridget?
No. Did y'all look at the quotes?
There should be 3 quotes in there.
I think Gateway is the
Gateway's
lowest,
the-
57,406. One's, and the other one's General, and the other one's where, Winsboro. Yeah. Okay.
Lost my thing.
So I need a motion to,
That's a move that we approve Gateway Ford in the amount of 57,406.25.
A second?
motion by Mr. VL, second by Mr. Joseph. Roll call, please.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra. Yes. Mr. Graffia.
Yes.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Mr. Mayu.
Yes.
Mr. Wells.
Yeah.
Mr. Vial.
Yes.
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
The next one I've kind of looked at, I want to ask for approval to seek bids for annual fire truck pump testing, ladder testing, hose testing, and general preventive maintenance. I think we need to go out for bid and see if we can get some bids on each one of these and see if we can get a better quote on these. I think there's a couple of companies that are out there that can do a little bit cheaper on pump testing, so I want to see if we can go out and seek bids for that.
And when you say general preventive maintenance, just as
Like fleet maintenance,
a list of,
Just anything that's not dealing with the pump. We've been using a fleet company here recently and actually been doing a great job for us. They come out on time, they fix stuff on site. We don't have to send trucks off, so, we've been using them and I just would like to see if we can get a bid and maybe somebody come in cheaper, but I don't think anybody would beat them, but it's worth a shot.
And this is gonna be for district-wide, not.
District-wide, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
definitely.
That's
So, I
a
mean,
move.
we gotta have all these pumps tested anyway, so
Yeah.
we need to get some people that might wanna.
And this is not what comes out of the budget, this comes out of the.
No, it comes out their budget, so when we set
it's
these
budget-
budgets up.
That's right, it's budgeted.
Yeah.
That's right. So I'm trying to help the budget out on these departments. If we can find something cheaper to get it done, then it's not costing them in their budget as much.
That's smart.
So, I just try to seek approval, see if we can get some bids.
I so move.
I'll second.
Motion by Mr. Joseph, second by Mr. VL. Roll call, please.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
Mr. Graffia.
Yes.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Davis.
Yes.
Mr. Mayhew.
Yes.
Mr. Wells. Mr. Vial.
Yes.
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Any commissioners' privileges?
Yes, ma'am. Look, I like to recognize Dr. Wheat. I don't think we recognized him at the last meeting. Doc, you would like to come up and say a few words? I see Doc every Friday night at the Punch to High basketball game. He makes the announcement, Joseph for a 3.
Now this is a fire board meeting, so you gotta talk, just a fire board meeting, so you gotta talk fire related.
Bill,
Oh,
if you don't mind,
turn
Mike,
it-
turn the mic. He turned it off.
There we go.
Yeah.
No, look, thank you for allowing me just a couple minutes there. I don't have anything spectacular to say, except we have a session coming up in April. It's going to be a fiscal session this year, be 2 months, and I look forward to going over to Baton Rouge and doing what I can for my folks back home here in Tangipahoa, a little bit of St. Tammany, and a little bit of Livingston Parish. I just offered the invitation to you guys, ever you need me to do anything to help out. I look at my job as a state senator to put you guys in a better place to do the job for the people that we represent. So thank you for doing what you do, and please call on me anytime I can be of assistance.
Thank you, Doc.
And what is it? Go Joseph?
Joseph, 3.
I like it. Wednesday night, right? Appreciate that. Thank you, guys.
Senator, it's infrastructure, and infrastructure.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Appreciate
it.
what
Doc.
you do. Thank you a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, anyone else?
Yeah, every time my grandbaby hits a 3.
Not, we need a motion to
Joseph for
adjourn.
3.
So moved.
Good job, good meeting.